Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yay, another brand new day during which, if you're watching this, you're definitely, well, most likely alive. And that's a good thing. It is good to metabolize. It is good for blood to flow through your veins. It is good to be an aerobic, oxygen-using organism. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Now, if you aren't watching this, you might not be alive. So hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully if you're not watching this, you're just asleep or working or just you don't know about its existence. All my little ham bones are sleeping right now. Little Gojira, she is tucked right into this corner, right next to me. All I'd have to do is just lean down into her cage and I could just grab her right out of her nest and I could eat her like an apple, which would be horrible, but she's right down there. So I could reach down, but she's sleeping, so I don't want to wake her up. And even though over here, with my 4 little ham bones over in this direction, I hear little teeth nicking sounds on seeds and nuts, they're far away. Little Figmo down on his bottom cage, he's far away underneath, so I can't get to him. Little Dust Mop and Little Saber, they're both on the far sides of their cages. Well, homes, as I try to remember to say, in their nests, so I can't just reach in. I'd have to lean way over and probably get up. And then, of course, little Dr. Snurf against the wall over there, so he's far away. It happens. I want to show you my little ham bones, but they're usually asleep during the times that I'm recording. They are crepuscular animals, which means they're most active during the hours of dusk and dawn. Little Gojira, when I first come in here when I wake up, she'll be running around, and little Dust Mop was up and running around. But now that I'm recording at 10 minutes after 7 a.m., they're all tucked away and sleeping. Thumbs up for that. But little Dust Mop is such an amazing little guy. He is just so calm. But then it's like Dr. Snurf as well. When little Dust Mop is running around in here, I just can reach in and I just pick him up. And he's not panicking or doing anything horrible. And when I hold him in my hand, he just stands here. And I can pet him and pick stuff out of his fur, and he just stands there, and he sniffs, and he looks at stuff, and he's very calm, and then I just put him back down in his cage. Dr. Snurf is the same way. When he sees me and my hand coming down, he doesn't panic, he just sits there and looks, and then I scoop him up and bring him out, and I let him stand in my hand, and I hold him up next to me so he's not going to fall, and then I put him back in his cage. I usually don't pick up my hamsters for long. It's usually just long enough to pick them up, pet them a bit, admire them. I talk to them. I talk to my hamsters so they know my voice and my tone. And then I'll just put them back in. Grand total of time, usually about 30 seconds from them being aware of me to them being put back down. So it's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Hamsters are awesome. I don't know why I like rodents so much. I don't know why I like hamsters especially, but I do. So definitely a thumbs up. Past that, I don't really have anything special to talk about this morning. I don't have a single thing written down on my topics sheet. So, excuse me. I did, of course, drink a carbonated beverage and wash down, of course, a caffeine tablet. So that's breakfast. Nice and healthy. Nothing wrong with eating caffeine. In fact, there is a channel that I watch because, like I've said before, I watch weird stuff, but it's my sinuses. Ow! It's like an ice pick inside of my head. Ow! My apologies, I'm very sorry. Were I a hyper vlogger, I would cut that out, but I'm not, so yay. What was I even talking about? Oh my gosh, that hurt. Oh yes, a channel and caffeine. There's this one channel I watch because, like I say, I always look for weird stuff. In fact, one of the things now that I do is I always have anywhere between 10 to 15 YouTube tabs open. Because the longer a video is, the more I'm just going to save that for when I've got a lot of time. I have a 4-hour video queued up and saved on a tab to watch about the game Oblivion. So I've got some long videos to watch. And I don't mind watching the long ones. It's just, if I can watch 10, 15, or 20 smaller videos, or one long one, I'm going to watch the 10 or 15 small ones. My attention is terrible. I have the attention span of a coked out butterfly. So, yay. But, I can't even remember. Where was I going with that? I can't even remember. But I'll tie in with that because, like I said, with my memory and my ADHD and all that, like I said, I have the attention span of a coked out butterfly. Which is one of the reasons I have so much difficulty playing a lot of games anymore. Back when I was drinking, that slowed everything down enough so that I could focus. And I could do role-playing games. I could get hammered and play role-playing games. And I've gone through so many role-playing games. Now, I still love them. I have a whole bunch of, I've still got the Wasteland. Wasteland 2 Director's Edition. That came out how long ago? And I need to play it? I have the... Divinity series. I need to play those, but it's so hard to concentrate. That's why, even though I'd love to do stuff for just hours and hours and hours, because it's so hard to focus, yes, I can play video games and I can focus, but the ones that require you to think and stop and think, those are the ones that are more difficult. The more action-oriented, less thinking-oriented, the better I do, but the kind that I enjoy, that you really sink your teeth into and spend a long time on, those are the ones that I have so much trouble playing because it's so hard to concentrate. I can't afford medications. I need to take all sorts of medications. I need to take diuretics. I can't afford them. The diuretic tablets I take, they're expired because I can't afford new ones. So, yay. Definitely a thumbs up. But I don't want to get too depressing. Oh my God, my timer for my webcam. I am not sure if it's going to be recording properly, but it says that I have been recording for 5 hours, 48 minutes. When my PlayStation is much more accurate, I have been recording for 8 minutes and 4 seconds. So hopefully my webcam is recording because, of course, if it doesn't work, then I'm going to be just looking off to the side, and isn't that special? But yeah, I've got the webcam up and going. But still, yeah, it's so hard to concentrate. That's one of the reasons it's so hard for me to get stuff done that I want to get done for the channel here. Because I want to get my fiction done and read. I have all sorts of projects. Like I still want to do the WNKLV radio thing. I got all my stories that I want to read on the fictions, not podcast, but just reading stories stuff. I have all these things that I want to do, but it's so hard to concentrate. And if I do manage to concentrate, usually it's gotten better, but usually when I'm concentrating, my chair's all twisted up because my spine is a mess. Well, my chair is not twisted up, but I like symmetry, and looking in the camera and seeing my chair off at a weird angle. But I'm looking straight ahead. I look down at my body and it's like, oh, I need to twist my spine so that it's not at a bizarre angle. And then I do that and my chair is nowhere symmetrical anyway. So, yeah. I did go walkies, and not only did I go walkies, I went on a 7-mile walkies last night, so that was good. And since it's so hard to concentrate, as I say, I go from subject to subject to subject to subject to subject. I have gotten better. When I first started walking, I could only think about one thing, and I'd chew on it for a while, and then I'd forget. And then I'd remember what it was, chew on it, and then forget. And then that just kept up. I could only think about one thing, and by the time I was done, I would have forgotten, remembered, and gone off on tangents, and then forgotten and remembered. And then when I got back, largely all gone. Now I can chew on stuff and remember the larger parts. And in fact, there's that times when I'll think about something that I want to talk about for days and days and days and days and days until I can finally remember it while I'm recording and get that done. So that part's good. Definitely a thumbs up. But hokey smokes, it sucks not being able to concentrate and not having money to buy the medications that I need. So thumbs up. Life is fun. And it is, and even though I'm in still sliding down into one of my depression troughs because of cyclical depression, some form of bipolar disorder, even though this is all happening, I'm still try to stay cheerful and happy, but it's more difficult during my troughs. They're much more chaotic now, so hopefully it'll last not as long as my normal troughs. It's a good thing. I mean, it's not really necessarily a good thing to have cyclical depression, but it is a good thing to know what's happening and to know that it's going to stop at some point. That's definitely a thumbs up. Well, I'm going to call this one kind of short. So that's a good thing. I mean, I'm stuck on that phrase today. It is not necessarily a good thing. It is a thing, though. So I'm going to go through, make sure I'm centered. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment on my community tab. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you for having taken the time, expended the calories, and left me a comment. It is appreciated, definitely. I'm trying to remember because my memory is bad today. If I mispronounce or use a name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And because of my depression and fibro, brain damage from alcoholism, untreated ADHD, I forget stuff. So even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, if I get lost, it's going to happen. I'm 1,000% better than I used to be, bud. So now, let me get centered in this camera. And then we'll call up my Chrome and we will do this whole thanking thing, people thing. That, you know what I mean, I hope. Ellie Shabiri, thumbs up and thank you. Quincy Schumann, thumbs up. Astro Jack, greatly appreciated. Very cool, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Of course, the thing froze up, so Anarchy 1408. Thank you very, very much. We have Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. Bailey Snyder, always good to see you in the comments, thank you. C Sands, CSAN Skin, thumbs up and thank you. Dorothy Zhang, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Lozand YT, greatly appreciated. Agurkan Sap, thank you. Amy Girl, greatly appreciated. Panda Boy, thumbs up and thank you. We have Besties Plush, thank you very much. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. Forbidden X Cash Gaming, greatly appreciated. And then we have Zilla Films, thumbs up and thank you. Chad Kruger, thank you very much. Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. And Mark Francis, thumbs up. Potato Tron, it was a very controversial take, wasn't it? Thumbs up and thank you very much. Damage Cabbage, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Miguel De Leon, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very, very good thing. Thank you so very much. It is appreciated. Definitely. If you could check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon. Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could check those out, that would be very awesome, very cool. If you'd like to know, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, or, here we go, become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. Boy, my brain. That would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out, but you don't want to contribute to one of those two things, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could donate to that, that would be very awesome. If you would like to help me out but don't want to send money, I have an Amazon wish list link down below where you could check that out. It has things like hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food, silly things, not silly things. If you could check that out, it would be very cool and greatly appreciated. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down, then I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up on that. So, I've got this video. I have another video that I need to edit and render. I need to record, edit, and render. On the PS4, if you double click the share button, it will start recording as a shortcut. I've got to stop doing that because yesterday I recorded 40 minutes of Bloodborne. And then when I went to stop recording by double hitting the button, I single hit it. At which point I should have said save the video clip, but didn't. I backed out of it in panic. At which point it threw that recording out and started a new one. Oh yay. So I need to stop doing the shortcut. Anyway though, I hope you have an awesome day today. That would be very, very cool. So, you take care. My brain. Oy vey. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I did not sleep very good last night. I went to bed at around 12:15, 45 minutes later, I woke up in a near state of anxiety, and then I slept okay after I went back to bed from that. But I got maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night. I am exhausted. Thumbs up for that.